Okay, so today we'll be looking at how to maximize the return on our investment. So, but we focusing on why you are opening a brokerage account. As in, there are some things that one needs to look at to decide which broker one will go with. So, for a beginner, as in somebody that don't know so much about stock investment. We will go into detail on like different brokers. So, but since we are experienced, we will not do that. So, but today we'll just focus on how to maximize our return on the investment. So, choosing the right brokers. So, broker, anyway, in those days, they used to charge a fee for you to trade. But like I said, Robin Hood, like they was the pioneer of like free trading. But most brokers now, I mean, therefore most brokers have followed suit. But when you trade option, you still pay like it used to be 3 cents per contract for Robin Hood, but they just increased it to 4 cents.
Hmm.
So how much do you pay uh to trade option?
I think it's probably, let me see. I can't remember some. I just let me go back and see. It's not much too.
Okay,
Maybe I can check while we're talking, I'll check and then
okay.
I can.
Now, which broker are you using for your option?
It's E-Trade. E-Trade.
E-Trade. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but so when we're talking about maximizing, meaning if those people charge 5 cents, that's 1 cent on every contract. It may not be a lot, but I mean when you after doing like after doing like 100, that's $1 difference. It doesn't look like a lot, but when you're doing like 1,000, 100,000, 10,000, 200, but it's adding up. So when we're talking about maximizing our profit or return, it's like choosing the right broker for our investment. So we say fees, commission fees, account maintenance, and trading fees. So in those days, all of those apply, but thank God for Robinhood. They started the free trading and fractional trading. Like you could buy a stock without you having enough to buy a share. They started all of that, but most of the brokers now are now offering that. And we talk about investment option, stocks, bond, ETF, mutual fund, and option. So research tools like stock analysis, market data, charting screen tool, customer service availability, responsiveness, quality of support, and platform usability, easy of navigation, interface, and mobile app. So for now, all of these are now easily available, but before, not all of the broker have like app that you could use. But once Robinhood started, they started with mobile app, but last year, 2024, they introduced desktop-based. Most broker before you could only do your trading on your laptop, but no, some of them too now are coming out with mobile that you could do it like charge swap. They have both. You could do it on your phone as well as on your laptop. So, but Robinhood is the one that pioneer. Robinhood is the one that pioneer all of that. That if people are now able to, they are able to trade on their phone as well on their laptop. So, but we're saying you knowing the difference. But if you just type it in Google, as in different brokers, it will give you the different fee that they charge, and you could compare and contrast to see which one will work better for you. So, but for me, like I said, Robinhood is free, and if you're doing option with them, it's only 4 cents. But I know at least the cheaper one will be like 5 cents for order, but meaning I'm thinking they are the cheapest when it comes to option trading,
That's
which
okay.
is only 4 cents per contract. So when all this money add, they add up. So looking for a better one when you're starting out will help you to save some of the fees on trading. And some people, it's very difficult for you to get to talk to them when you have issue. That's the customer service availability.
Yeah.
Okay. So like in those days, you have to actually call in to make a trade. Well, thank God for internet and all of that. Now you could log into your computer or your phone and make a trade. But in those days, you have to call in. So all of these matter in those days, but for now, they are becoming easier to handle online. All right, so understanding account type. Uh, so we have brokerage account, which is like a general purpose investing. That's it. We do have brokerage account, we have retirement account, we also have tax advantage account. So under broker, that's the one we're talking about now, like for investing, general purpose investing, like trading and investing, and it offers flexibility. But retirement, that's like if you have a job with a company, for example, Centera, no, they offer like 401k sponsored by sponsored by the employer. So you could open that too. But we'll be focusing on the brokerage account for us. But these are these are different type of account that one can open. And we do have tax advantage like 529. That's if one have children and you're setting up like an education, no, setting up an account for them for their education and a health saving account. So at work, do they allow you to put some money in as much you use it for healthcare? That will be deductible from from your tax. So those are way that you could save money. All of these they add up. Like like myself. Usually at the beginning of every year, I have a tax strategy that is how to optimize my tax for that year. And sometimes there are some limitation, like what I'm working to do for 2024 tax, which will be filed this year. I can't make more than 11,000, like 11,500 profit on stock investment. That's for me to qualify for that strategy. If I make like 12,000, then I won't be able to use the strategy. So, meaning if my profit on my stock is more than 11,000, then I won't sell the stock. If I don't sell, then it will not be counted as profit. So sometimes I chose not to sell some stock that are profitable until the next year just for me to achieve my strategy for that year. So it depends on what you are trying to accomplish. Sometimes you may hold on to some stock that are profitable. You don't want to sell them yet. So having understanding of all of this will help you to maximize your profit. So the return that I get from the tax is it's still profitable. But if I don't have that knowledge, I may sell the stock for profit, but I will lose out on the tax strategy. So these are the what's it called account type that you do have. And the next slide, we're talking about funding your investment account. So we have a top person. Uh, is that Brother Dele Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in the pool, my page, so it's kind of
No
noisy.
problem, no problem. As in, I just want to be sure. As in, if it's a new person, I want to explain in detail. But if we are already doing stuff, then there's no need for me
Yeah, okay.
explaining. What's it called? As
Yeah.
now to open account. So, but today we'll focus on how to maximize our profit. So, funding your investment account, we already have idea of what it's like. I mean, as in funding. They require you to connect your bank account with them and you transfer fund. So we said transferring from your bank account, there's electronic transfer, then they are encourage you to start small and consistent investing is key regardless of the initial amount. And contribution strategy. It's a regular contribution, dollar cost averaging versus lump sum investment. So all of this depends on your strategy or what you are trying or your goal, what you're trying to accomplish. If you should be contributing, like cost averaging, I mean the same amount from time to time, or you have a lump sum to invest. So it depends on what you are trying to accomplish. So the key takeaway for today, we're talking about maximizing the return on our investment, but we're talking about opening an account. So the key takeaway is that we should research and compare brokerage carefully. So like when I was starting out, I opened with 6 different. I have Ameritrade, I have Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity, E-Trade. so so I try all of those. But those days, the reason being that I don't have 25,000 in my account. So for me to be able to, I was doing day trading. So to be able to trade like 5 days a week, you're only allowed to trade 3 times in a week if you don't have up to 25,000. So I opened different accounts so I could do three trade on each one. But after a while, no, I narrow it down to just only trading with two for now. As in for now, I'm only keeping up with two different. I mean, I'm just using two brokers for now. So it depends on what you are trying to do. So we said we should research and compare the brokerage carefully. Choose your account type that align with your financial goal and tax situation. You should start with a comfortable investment or investment amount and gradually increase the contribution. Regularly review and adjust your investment strategy as needed. So your investment strategy is not set in stone. When you just base it based on your need or what on your goal, what you're trying to accomplish. All right, so question and answer, but I have one thing to share with us. That's using a margin account. So, Brother Dele Joseph, I mean, what's your experience with using margin?
It's kind of noisy here. So hold on, let me step out.
Oh, okay.
Well, for me, you just really need to know your game.
Okay.
What I mean by that is, when you put your 25 grand, they kind of match it.
Okay.
So you have to be very careful so that you trade only on the 25,000 you've got. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, you start seeing some little interest on the margin part that you used
Yes.
on a trade. So then when I was day trading full time, I just tried to do a turnaround in one day, close
Okay.
all that I've got, and I don't hold the margin. So at the end of the
Okay.
day, I'm not really having charges on the margin.
Yes.
Then I now started making mistakes. You
Okay.
know, the but you just have to be very careful with
Yes.
the margin, because you might start getting carried away thinking that you have so much money,
Yes.
whereas you really don't.
Yes.
Then at the end of the day, when you see the account balance or when they send you the statement, you'll be seeing their interest on it. So if you are really not making money on your trade, then I don't believe that you have any business with the margin. The margin is
Yes.
just to protect your trade.
Okay.
So the rule of the thumb is just trade with the capital you've got.
Okay.
That's my own experience.
That's well said, Sazin. It's a two-edged sword. Okay, so if your trading or investment is working out for you, then you can maximize your profit by using margin. But it's not advisable if one has not got the strategy down. Okay, so if you're doing day trading, if you close the account every day, they won't actually charge you interest. But if you are investing like I do now, they're charging interest. So, but the reason for mentioning margin is last week where when we were discussing, I mentioned it that Robinhood has the least, the smallest charges on margin. So if your account is less than 50,000, they're only charging you like 5.75. But Fidelity will charge you about 13% to use margin. So now if you decide to go with even your strategy is working and you decide to go with margin, so choosing Robinhood over Fidelity will, that's about 5.75 minus 13. We're talking about a difference of 7%. So if one doesn't mm, have the knowledge, you don't know that different brokers share different amount, then you'll be giving more to the other broker than you should. So that's the reason I said maximizing the return on your investment. So when you do your research about different brokers and when you're ready to use margin, so Robinhood for now is the best among them. Fidelity charge you about 13, Webull charge you probably 12 point something too. Ameritrade and Shad probably around 14. But all of them, they all charging 2 digits if you don't have to $1 million. So Robinhood will still charge 5.75 for less than 50,000. But they very many based on the interest rate the Fed is charging them. So when the Fed was charged, before they start cutting rate, the margin rate was like 8%. For people that are gold member, if you are not, then they charge you extra. So gold member meaning you paying $5 to be a member every month. Brother Daily or Yemi, do you have any as another question or a thought about margin?
But like everybody has said, the information about margin depends on how you use a two-edged sword.
Okay.
There are different strategies that one could use it for that could work, but one just have to understand the risk and the benefit. Just like
Okay.
any investment that you borrow at some point to make money. So if you can use other people's money to make to decent amount of money at some point and then just get out, then one just have to know exactly, yeah, that you just have to be able to understand what is entail. At least I'm learning that. I start using margin and I'm learning that hey, the risk is there,
Yes.
the reward is also there.
Okay. All right, that's good. So, narrowing down to what we're talking about, that is how to maximize your profit or the return on your investment. So we say it's a two-edged sword. If you have not got the strategy down, it is not advisable to use margin because if you lose, you're losing double of the money. The broker's gonna as in they will take all, I mean, all the losses you are responsible. I mean, they will take all the losses from you. But once you have the strategy down, so I think it become more profitable. So for me, when I'm using margin, usually strategy that I worked for like a year or 2 years for me. So for example, I have a rate that pay around 9%. So I have been with the company for a while. So many I've been following the company. I mean, they've been doing well. So they pay around 9%. So if I borrow margin from Robinhood, which is less than 6%, so it's kind of a guarantee that I'm gonna make 3% extra for myself. So I use margin for that kind of stocks. That is, they're paying around 9%. Now, if I use margin, if everything go as planned, the minimum that I will make will be extra 3%. But most of the time, that stock actually yield like 5% extra. So apart from the dividend they pay, meaning let's say I buy it for like $9, nine something, at the end of the year it's already 10.50. So when I have 5% extra on that stock, then with the dividend, so that's around 14. Then if I add the extra 3% now, but since I'm using margin, so I could actually achieve 20% on that store using margin. So, but I'm saying once you get the strategy done, then that would be a good time to use margin. But I'm using it for that kind of stuff that they pay 9% dividend. And I've been following the company for like 2 years more and more, or 2 years and above, that I know they consistently paying that dividend. So in that case, I will use margin to buy them. So at the end of the year, I mean, like averaging 20% on it. So that's just an example that I can use. That is, if I want to maximize my return on my investment, I look for a company that I've been following them for a while. I know they are consistent in their dividend payment, and the dividend is more than what Robinhood will charge me for the margin. So in that case, I'm open to use them. All right, so that's as in that will be the take today. As in, if it's a new, I mean, like a new person to stock, I will talk in detail, as in actually show them a sample of how to open an account and how to fund it. But since we are all experienced doing it, so I just want to chip in the using margin. Once you get your strategy down, then in that way we can maximize our return on the investment. All right, so do any question or any thought or any comment?
Good information for to be able to remind ourselves that they open an account, margin, and research so we can maximize our return.
Okay, that's good. All right, then, delay, you have any, Radiole Jose, you have any comment or any thought?
Just, I don't know. I hope the noise is not too much though. Just for day traders, if you are doing penny shares, always stay with the broker that opens 4 a.m. You know, because penny stocks are kind of volatile. So that's just the
Okay.
advice I've got.
Okay.
Mm.
Can you
So
say that
meaning
again? I
like,
didn't hear that.
I said if you are trading penny stocks, you should be with a broker that opens by 4 a.m. Because sometimes the penny stock runs in pre-market, and when market opens, it drops. So you'll be able to sell. Yeah. I hope you got it.
Yeah, what's a good broker
so
for penny stocks?
Come again, I didn't get you.
What is a good broker for penny stocks?
Currently, I use Weibo.
Webull, okay.
Yeah.
all right. So Robinhood is 24/5, meaning from Sunday to Friday they actually open 24 hours. So we both start 4 a.m. but Robinhood is actually 24 hours for 5 days. So yeah, that's as in that's a good information if you are trading. But for me now, I've stopped trading. As in usually I'm working on like long time investment, like a year minimum. But it depends. Meaning if the stock is not going as I plan it, I will sell it. I don't have to stay with them only if it's going as I plan. But I'm no more day trading. Only when I see an opportunity like on Monday, okay, Sunday night, because of the news about DeepSeek, stock started going down. But I saw that cybersecurity stock really has nothing to do with the DeepSeek. It does have, but I'm just saying it does not affect them. So the one I have on my watch list, they went down. So I bought it around 4 a.m. in the morning. Then by 9, around 11 a.m., I sold it for like 7% profit. So if I see an opportunity, I take it, but if not, I'm just watching the market and working on my long-term strategy. So I only do day trading if I see opportunity that I'm kind of like guaranteed that this thing, as in that what is going on in the news has nothing to do with them, so they are likely to come back up. So that's the only time that I do day trading for now.
So quick question, sir. You
Yes,
mentioned Robinhood trades
yes,
24 hours now.
yes.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you for the information.
Okay. Do you have account with them already?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to Robinhood is now 24/5. That is 24 hours for 5 days. They start from Sunday night, 8 p.m., then all the way to 8 p.m. on Friday night. So it's 24 hours for Robinhood. All right, so oh, you wanted to say something?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay, you are welcome, sir. I appreciate you coming. So I will stop the recording then. If we have general discussion, then we can discuss it. Let's see.